All right, welcome to the Franchise Time Machine. I am getting stuff set up for the stream, including getting the pack giveaway form ready to go. We are playing low ball again. I've got Flying WV's roster choices loaded in, and there's Flying WV in the chat. We'll go ahead and get the voice chat started after I get the game set up and the pack giveaway in there. Let me go ahead and get the pack giveaway going now. Yeah, back to low ball after EVC. Again, third cycle in a row set the record for regular creator roster. Um, we're on almost like a week lag because things are pretty booked up. So when people request a community game, it's usually scheduled like a week and a half out at this point. Um, so I'm hoping that EVC's creator roster performance will inspire some folks to play regular creator roster again. But I am enjoying these low ball runs. As also interesting is the number of ties we've had across all the games. Like in low ball right now, there are ties for the fewest and the second fewest games won. Um, just lots of I think competitive runs here that are kind of ending up with the same number of wins. I think there are ties in creator roster too. Let me check the leaderboard real quick. There's a no. There's no tie. Low ball. There's a tie. Anyway, there's two ties in low ball, which is kind of interesting. But let me go ahead and get the pack giveaway form going here. The easiest thing would probably just to be copy Flying WV's most recent one. So let's do that. Let me get this copied, and then hope everyone had a fun PTMS Saturday. Episode 680 are gonna be at 700 before we know it. Let me get the title updated, and then I'll go ahead and put this up in the screen. Okay, so here's the form for tonight. Sometimes I have time to do this stuff before the stream. Other times I have to kind of do it during the stream. Tonight's one of those nights I'm going to have to do it during the stream. All right, 683 Fly W's 7th run in low ball. Is back trying to regain solo possession of the lead. Let me go ahead and ban this person, ban this bot. You might be able to. Let's see. We are taking the Orioles again. Fewest wins is 54. Currently held by Flying WV and Rev Jr. Wait, is Rev Jr. tied for first and second with Flying WV? Hold on, let me check the leaderboard. It is. It's Flying WV and Rev Jr. tied for both first and second. I didn't realize that until just now. That's funny. Okay, everything else. And just a reminder, there are a couple of new questions in the low ball form, which is after, in the batting side, after home runs hit, there's strikeouts by batters. Not to be confused by strikeouts by pitchers, which comes in later. And for the pitchers, we have strikeouts by pitchers, and then the new question is home runs allowed by pitchers. Now, home runs allowed, it's a balancing act, right? They're bad pitchers, so they can give up a lot of home runs. But they're so bad that they're not getting a lot of innings. So, no one's giving up 70 home runs. There's a bit of a balancing act there. That's actually become a pretty challenging question, which I think is kind of cool. All right, so I think that's ready to publish. So let me go ahead and put that in the chat. That'll give Nerd of Anarchy a little bit of time. I don't know if he'll be able to do it before we look at the roster file, though. Ah, Smiley Face Jade in the chat, too. You know what? To give Nerd of Anarchy a fighting chance, I'll go over... I'll do some PTMS stuff, too. Link to form for tonight's 10-pack giveaway. Also, apparently there's like... there's a special affiliates drops thing for the weekend, for the holiday weekend. I don't know if it's through Monday or... So I guess instead of getting 5 affiliate drops today, you can get a bunch of silver packs for the whole weekend or something. So that's kind of nice of OT developments. I guess I should probably know better what the actual format is, but let's see if I can... I'm going to look at my inventory screen and see if I can tell. Oh yeah, so we get affiliate drops. Is it just for today? It looks like I got my fill. I also got all my official drops today as well. I'm still going to watch the Perfect League World Series just because I like that. Yeah, I've already got all my... It's the normal... It's like 4 normal and 4 or 5 silver. Okay. Is that just today, though, or is that for the weekend? It says it expires on Sunday at 6 a.m. So I guess it was just extra for today because of PTMS. Oh, I see. I think maybe instead of giving individual affiliate drops, they just made more drops for today. Which is still nice. I mean, it's probably less stressful for the viewers, too. Although I do like the scramble of trying to bounce between streamers. But, it's more packs for everybody, which is always nice. So, yeah, I see it looks like 10 silver packs today. So that's really nice. Yeah, it's probably just a simpler way to give out a few more packs without making everyone chase down all the streamers. It's probably fewer packs total, but it's probably also a little less stressful. I don't know. I kind of like the fun of bouncing between all the streamers, but I also end up with like 2 packs and then 2 unclaimed packs for each streamer too. You know if there's any word on when the PTM cards are being awarded? I don't know. My highest finish was 57th place, so I'm not too worried about the cards. But yeah, I don't know. I think they usually happen on the Monday after, right? But there's also a tournament. Oh, we already got them? All right. I don't even know if I'm getting it. Oh, do I get cards for finishing in 57th place? I don't even know. Like with oh, we get the 3 free ones. Okay. Like with PTCS, it goes by how deep, how many rounds you go. But with PTMS, it's like you're in 3 tournaments for each PTMS you're in. And you get a combined score, so it's not like you can just get cards based on making it to round 2 or round 3. So I guess they're based on point cutoffs. And look, I said I finished in 57th place. I did not have a good PTMS, but it doesn't take a lot to get into the top half. Well, Nick finished 16th. Congratulations, that's awesome. Yeah, my main account finished in 57th place. That's one round one exit, a round two exit, and a round three exit, and that's enough to finish in 57th place. Just because there's so many teams just getting wiped out with all three. I think I counted like 20 some teams had all round one exits, including one of my alts. Um, and then even more, I think, had two round ones and one round two exit. And so, yeah, it doesn't take a ton to finish in the top half. Slightfacing trying to buy some since they haven't been released yet, and the buy order keeps going up and up. Yeah, I mean, I I guess it's good and bad. I mean, it means the prizes are probably worth winning, but it also means like you know a limited number of people with lots of perfect points are going to end up with those cards. All right, so let's see. Um, let's go ahead and get the game set up. I'm trying to give Nerd of Energy. Oh, Nerd of Energy's form is in. Okay, so let's look at Flying W's. No, you know what? Let's get the game set up because then I can bring Flying W in and we can talk about his form, and then we'll go right into um, his run. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and switch over to the game. All right, let me get this ready to go, and then we'll switch over to the game. I did see there were several streamers streaming PTMS, so that was fun. I didn't have time to watch many of them, but I watched a little bit of Max in the morning. All right, let's switch over to OOTP. Let's set up a new game, new quick start game. And this will be low ball in OOTP27, Flying WV. Run number 7 for Flying WV. We're going to do the Orioles again. There it is, UBC and NYC2. Can you believe it? For the third cycle in a row, he took over the creator roster lead. It's unbelievable. The consistency is just crazy. Now, the amount by which he's taking over has gotten smaller every time. It was a 16 game increase the first time he did it, which is huge. From 125 to 141, a huge increase. And then in OOTP26, he increased it by 9 from 124 to 133. And then last night, he increased it by 1. But still, he took it over. Zigo's a bit sad since my next creator roster is somewhat similar to his lineup. Ah, why is that sad? That's awesome. I thought the really interesting thing, too, and I put this in the Discord, is that the 3 leaderboard leaders we've had this cycle all did not have first base at legend level. Right? Like, I like creating first baseman at legend level too because I like seeing like the 85, 90 power guys. but they're just not leading to winning leaderboard leading teams. And I think it's because you're missing the whole defensive side, right? Because like first base is just a power position, but I think taking a shortstop or center fielder, like even see a second baseman with that legend level pick, appears to be more conducive to winning. I mean, it could be coincidence, but 3 out of 3 is pretty compelling. All right, so let's go ahead and fix the mailbox here. I still think it's interesting that in OOTP25, when EVC destroyed the leaderboard by so much, that still no one tried just running his roster. And I get it. Like I do think it's more fun to try your own thing, but like out of all those runs, not one person wanted to just be like, "Hey, maybe it's the roster file." I thought that was wild. Um, and then manager options. Let's reset these. And then we'll delete out the roster. And then we're ready to go. All right, so let's see. Let me get the voice chat going here. All right, fine. You should be in the stream.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I too low or too loud?
Let me boost you in Discord first. Okay, so now I've got Find to be boosted in Discord all the way. So let me
Okay.
know how that sounds.
Can you hear me, nerd?
Okay,
Yeah,
I've
that
got
works.
you all the way up and secretly saying you're a bit low. You're a bit low in my headset too. So
Hang on a second. Does that help? Maybe.
yeah, it's better on my end a little bit now.
Yeah, I hit my up volume button on my mic control.
All
I
right.
don't know if it'll go any. I don't know
So
if it'll go any higher though. Yeah.
let's put this back up. So yeah, what do you want to tell us about this approach?
Well, I'm going to really try to mix the two approaches this time, so I'm only doing an 11-man pitching staff.
Yeah, so this is back to your kind of pitcher fatigue approach.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I had to take more good batters in the process, but I went with the same approach last time. I took 2 second basemen, hoping I can get good defenders and not good bats.
Okay. And then most of your starting lineup is now pushed down to the bench and scrub level.
Right, so the hitters should still be bad overall. The only ones that are dangerous are those second baseman and third baseman.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, and it's also a matter of how bad can you get your average starting pitchers to be, right?
Yes, because the last time, unfortunately, because I want to try the strategy, but last time the staminas weren't cooperating. I'm hoping it's a little bit
Yeah.
better this time. Yeah. I
All
think
right.
even if the staminas don't work out, an 11-man pitching staff should still do what I want, even with slightly higher stamina.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll come back to this form after the between rounds, but I think for Legend and Star, we just know it's six relief pitchers, so we'll just blow through those.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 2 Legend and then 4 star level. The rules say you can have an 11 to 13 man pitching staff, so you're gonna go with the minimum here.
Okay.
All right, let's get these first batch of relief pitchers up. Legend level, average age, legend level, and again, you do get one reroll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Well. Hmm.
This is tough. The lowest stamina guy is a stud.
Yeah, the lowest stamina guy is amazing. That's a problem. The
He
lowest,
would be a regular creator roster pick, I think.
right? 90 stuff, 75 home run suppression.
Yeah, this guy's
But he,
amazing.
40 control, but still, I don't think I'm picking him. I mean, the other guy's not much worse.
Yeah, I mean it is
Uh,
legend level. You're gonna get stuck with someone pretty good.
Honestly, if I go to the 30 stamina guy, he's not much worse. I mean, he's worse against home runs against rights. So yeah, we'll go with Vincente Reyes.
Yeah, you can hope that he faces some righties and gets bombs hit against him. I think that's
Right,
not bad. And the 30 stamina is not that much higher than the 25.
right. Whereas
Yeah.
Anderson's just amazing against everybody.
Yeah, this guy's a stud. This guy's one of the best relief pitchers I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
He's the
the
closer for
Tornado.
sure.
You got a good nickname. The
I got a
Tornado.
good nickname. Yeah, I got a good
Hideo
nickname.
Nomo, right? I think this is the Nomo nickname. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think this is. I think the home run VR is a potential weakness that
Right, right. That
hopefully gets
maybe I.
exploited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think 30 stem is not much worse, but not much better than 25.
Yeah.
So
I actually like this guy as a low ball pick for legend level.
right.
It's hard to find a weakness, and he definitely has like a pretty big weakness.
Yes, he does, and I'm hoping he's going to face more right-hander batters than left.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Well, here's hoping that I don't get another amazing stud. 90
Okay, this
stuff is
this
not
is
what I
more
want.
like it. This is more like it.
Yes, yes. No, yeah, I don't have to look. It's TJ Bouquet,
Yeah.
but yeah, because yeah,
Also, TJ Bouquet, an amazing name.
it is an
Even
amazing name.
even without the nickname, TJ Bouquet.
Yeah.
TJ Fiddler Bouquet, amazing. This guy's great. I love this guy. All right.
Yeah. Nerd's form is trash. Oops.
Yeah, as soon as he saw your form, he was like, "Oh, my form is trash." All right, 4-star level guys at this next are coming up next.
Yeah.
Relief pitcher, average age, star level. Okay.
Thankfully, out of the legends. Well,
Stamina's were a bit high, but the profiles are not bad for low ball.
yeah, the profiles and the profile I'm going with, by the way, is Manny and Tuna.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he's the pick.
Yeah,
There's a guy.
I think he's worth taking some stamina for.
Yes, there's a guy with lower stamina, but he's just the worst pitcher. Yeah.
Yeah. Kubice, Manny Kubice and Tuna. It's the first star level guy.
Manny can of tuna.
Yeah. All right. Have you guys started getting summer weather in West Virginia yet?
Oh, I know you are a nerd, and the problem is you're always good at doing it, so I don't even think you have to pray that hard. I really don't. And what'd you say, franchise?
Oh, I was just wondering if you are starting to get like summery weather yet in West Virginia.
Oh yes, it's been in the 90s.
Oh, really? Wow.
It's been very hot here. Yes. And the problem is it's 90s plus it's raining sometimes, so it's very humid.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yes.
I used to live in Atlanta where you got hot, humid summers, which are brutal.
Right. Right.
All right, this is an interesting batch. This
This
is a very
isn't it.
interesting batch.
Yes. Oh man. Oh, this is a tough one. I gotta wonder. You know, I
Like,
really want to take Ryan Marzelli and see if 80 Control would perform bad with good stuff with poor stuff.
I mean, we know that shape works really well, like not in a low ball way, but it works really well with like 45 or 50 stuff. I don't know what's going to happen to 35 stuff. That's really
Right.
low.
Yes, really low. Um, yeah, let's do it. I'm curious to see how he performs. Let's go with Ryan
Okay.
Marzodal. My other pick was going to be Manny Milana, but I'll go with Ryan Merzotti.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting how that. At some point, the stuff has to be so low that it can't benefit from
Yeah,
the HRA control. But
I have a feeling that his stuff is just not going to play well.
yeah, yeah, it'll be. This will be an interesting experiment. Yeah, I mean, North America. I've lived in Chicago, and now I live in Portland, and I've lived in Seattle. The wet, cold days in Portland, which are nowhere near as cold as the clear, cold days we got in Chicago. The wet cold just cuts through you so bad.
Oh,
Like,
oh yeah, it's miserable.
yeah,
Wet
I
cold
would.
is miserable. Yeah,
The dry cold, the dry super cold in Chicago is preferable to me than the wet,
I
like
agree.
less cold in Portland.
I agree.
Fortunately, we only get like a few of those days, and like Chicago was like weeks of those days.
Yeah.
But on a one-off basis, I think that's three, right? Oh no, that's only two. Wow, okay, I'm way off.
Yep. Yeah. I got
All right, you got two more bullets to dodge here.
2 more bullets to dodge. I want to see how that 80 control, 75 home run suppression, 35 stuff guy does.
Yeah, I think that might be below the floor of where that shape works.
Right.
This is a more traditional batch of pitchers here.
Yeah. Yes. Well. Okay. It's one of two picks, and the answer is Bill Kozabuki.
Okay. I
I was
thought you
tempted
might
to
go
go.
Rojas here.
I was tempted to go Hetrick actually with the 25 hold,
Mm.
but I wanted the 250 home run suppressions left and right, so it was either Hetrick or the other guy. But
Okay.
I like the 45 control a little better than the 55 control.
Yeah, I thought you might get tempted by the lower stuff of Rojas, but Kosabuki makes sense too.
Yeah,
Silk.
I have a yeah, I have a feeling that 70 and 75 are going to play pretty similar for stuff. Silk, good old Silk.
All right, one more star level reliever, and that's going to finish out your bullpen.
Yeah, and it was mostly okay. We'll see how they perform. It's tough to dodge good relievers though, because they're your best players.
And at one point, I thought about making the pitchers instead of 11 through 13, making them 12 through 14. But I realized like 11 is challenging because then you have to take on more bats, and it's hard to avoid the better bats then. So.
Oh yeah, it's a trade off. Yeah, I mean, your pitching will be worse, but your hitting's going to be better. So. Let's see here. I don't have to look that close. It's Steve Ogden.
Yeah. I think he's bad enough that he makes up for the 25 stamina guy.
Right. Yeah. The 25 stamina guy has 60 stuff, so he's
This 45 HRA hopefully will pay off for you.
Right. And I don't think 30 is much.
Who is the Wizard of Oz in real life?
It actually fits to Steve Ogden, the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. It actually, it's rare when the nicknames, like the name-based nicknames work out, but Wizard of Oz. Oh, Roy Oswald.
Oswald, yeah.
Oh, it's the Wizard of Oz, OS, for Oswald.
Oswald.
I thought it was O's, but it's OS. Oz.
Oh, O's, like Orioles, yeah.
But it's Wizard of Oz for Oswald.
It kind of fits to the Wizard of Orioles.
He should be the Wizard of Og.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for the star level. We're going to go down now to the good level, where we're going to start your position players. 2 catchers, 2 second basemen, and a third baseman.
Yes.
All right.
Now to dodge these bullets.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't add Ogden to your team. Let me go ahead and do that first.
You can leave him off if you want.
I don't know. This guy you might want on throwing some gopher balls.
Yeah. Let's get rid of the 80 control guy.
Yeah. Get that guy first. All right. First the 2 catchers. Try to remember these because the computer's gonna be picking between them.
Yes.
For your starter.
and
Good level.
I gotta decide the proper shape to try to take to limit the damage. Well, they can't pitch, so that's good. Okay. I don't really see anybody here that's a guy that I want to take. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, none of them's a great low ball player, but I did lock on to one.
Yeah, I think it's Setsuya Furukawa probably, but
Okay.
maybe no, not him, no. Garcia. Yeah,
Okay.
Juan
Yeah.
Garcia.
Juan Garcia is the one I locked onto right away.
Yeah, Juan Garcia.
The
Yeah.
contact's a little high, but the low power and the low glove I thought was a good combination.
Yes. Yeah. That's actually who I locked on to too, but I got distracted and settled on Setsuya for some reason after looking at Juan.
Juan Mugsy Garcia.
Yeah, Juan Mugsy Garcia.
Alright, this is the first good level. So you know during the week when you're not here because you're having to go to bed because you have to work.
Right.
We're always invoking your name, and the cake is alive all week.
Nice.
All right, here's your other catcher.
Okay, well, hopefully this guy's worse than the first guy. Better defender, worse bat, I hope.
All right, 5 good level, average age catchers. I did put average by mistake the first time, but it is good level. We are taking 5 good level players here.
Yes. Okay, well. Oh. I mean, I guess the least damaging one is Nick Hicks.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to start, but I don't think he's that bad for low ball.
Right. Yeah, it could be much worse.
He could pop off and be like
30 home runs, maybe 31 home runs.
Yeah, and the contact could be dangerous, but it also could be flat. I don't know. He could be. I think there's a wide range of potential here that could be good or bad for low ball, but
right.
But I think he's a safer bet than the other guy. So yeah, I don't think this is a terrible low ball catcher, but it really depends probably like where in those 5-point ranges he actually is, right?
Yeah.
Like this is one of those guys where he could be dangerous or he could be flat.
Right. It just depends on where he is on the upper downside of those 5 ratings. Yeah.
All right, and then 2 second basemen.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the worst fielder is a pretty big power eye guy.
Right. I don't love any of these picks, but I guess it's John Croft.
Yeah, he seems like the least dangerous.
Yeah, and he's a switch hitter, huh?
Yeah, he could still end up hitting like 300, but I think he's the least dangerous of the bunch.
Yeah. I just hope that my pitching is so much worse this run that the hitting won't hurt me that bad.
Bit of a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
Was that the first second baseman? Yeah, that was the first second baseman. So you have another second baseman.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's Travis Banks.
Travis Banks, okay. Let's also
Yeah.
not ignore the amazing name of Mitch Mitchell.
Right, Mitch Mitchell.
Mitch Mitchell
Yes.
is an amazing name. All right,
Yes.
Travis Banks plays a little bit of third base. All right, and then the last pick at the good level is a third baseman.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to add him to your team. All right, good level third baseman, and this will be followed by a average level third baseman in the next
Yes.
level here.
Yes. Okay. Huh. Well, the answer is Vincent Tigarina.
All right, we're also going to peek in at Andy Ritty, who has 55 outfield range, 60 outfield arm.
But we both know the cake is a lie.
Vincente is locked in, but are you going to stand by the cake is a lie here?
I am.
55 outfield range, 60 outfield arm.
Cake is a lie.
It is no outfield. He plays 3 infield spots with no outfield. Amazing. All right, Vincente Herbie Tijerina. This could be flat or it could be dangerous. We saw
Right,
a similar
exactly.
profile do really well for EVC at shortstop. He was teal across the board though. He had like 65, 60s, none of these 55s, but we'll see. We'll see. This guy could go
Yeah,
either way.
yeah. And that's unfortunately how this run's going to go. It could go either way.
Yeah.
And you know, I always overperform this preseason prediction, so always.
That's your version of Max's low
Yes,
game score.
yes, it is because it lures me into thinking I'm going to have a good run with the preseason prediction, and I overshoot it by like 10 wins.
All right, here we go down to the average level, the other third
Yes,
baseman, and then your entire starting rotation.
yes.
All right, let's get that. So keep this guy locked in your mind. This is your good level third baseman. Then we have an average level third baseman coming up next. Also, the last night of the Grand Sumo tournament tonight is what we'll be rating into. So,
Yes.
after the sumo tournament, the winner, there's like this parade of prizes that the winner gets, and it's kind of amazing. It includes like a year's supply of beer and a giant Macron, and like it's amazing.
Okay, I know who I want here.
All right.
It is Robbie Steinhardt.
Okay, this is a pretty decent lowball batch, I thought.
Yes, it really
Robbie
is.
Steinhardt. All right. Unfortunately, I think the other third baseman is probably going to start, but this is a good.
Yeah,
But that means this is an average level pick that probably won't be in the starting lineup, which is nice.
exactly. Mostly what I was trying to accomplish was to waste an average pick
Yeah,
because, like you said, the good guy's going to
and
start.
he's single position, so I do think he will probably be on the bench, or he'll DH,
Or he'll DH. He could
or
DH.
he'll play third, and the other third baseman will DH. I think it's probably more likely. But
Yeah. He has like slightly better defense, I think.
all right, now we go 5 starting pitchers.
Yeah.
These feel critical. Average level starting pitcher. You only need one bad one per batch, so.
Yeah, right. These are critical. Yeah.
Oh, this guy can actually hit a little. BABIP and I, not bad.
Yeah. Okay. Now how? Okay, it's Mike Pugh.
Mike Pugh, okay. Lowest stamina of the two low stamina guys. He has the way lower stuff.
Yes. And I think
Okay.
55 stamina will work for what I'm trying to do. So
Yeah, I
I
think so.
think I think that's close enough. And his profile's not good.
All your starters are average level, so I'm not going to add SP. We'll just know if there's an average
Right.
level player in the bullpen that it needs to go back in.
Yes.
All right. I think off to a pretty good start here for the starting
Pretty
pitchers.
yeah, pretty good start for the starting pitchers. I liked that guy.
Ooh, no staminas here.
Yeah, unfortunately
65 is
not.
the lowest stamina.
Yeah.
Also, let's not overlook the name Nick Shatswell. Nick Shatswell, amazing.
I would take him, but he has the highest stamina.
Yeah, he does. He does. 75 stamina.
um. So.
I think what we're going to learn here is stamina important enough to reroll for, or is it not?
Right, because I see a profile that I like. It's just that his stamina's too high. And I'm afraid that if I reroll it, that I lose that guy, and then the next guy's going to be even better.
Yeah. No, that's definitely.
So Justin York. Yeah, we'll go with
Okay.
Justin York.
Justin
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
First, let me screenshot this name. Nick Shatswell is amazing.
Nick Shatswell is amazing. Yes, Nick Shatswell is amazing. I would have picked him, but it doesn't look like he's going to Shatswell himself too much. So.
All right, Justin York. Okay, another starting pitcher. Yeah, those staminas were unfortunate. I mean, because some of the profiles were decent low ball profiles, but
Right. Yeah. Right. We'll just see is can my strategy work with higher stamina pitchers but a low pitcher count?
yeah.
Maybe. Never tried it.
Well, now this is interesting. There's a low stamina pitcher, but there's also a pretty bad profile pitcher too.
Right. Okay. Now I've got. Oh, this one's tough. Give me Bruce Tanner.
Yeah, he's definitely the worst profile. The 65 stamina we'll have to see about, but
Right.
this guy's
It's
a
going to be.
great low ball profile. 35
It's
HRA, 25 control. At the average level. I mean, this is like a bench level profile, maybe scrub
yeah.
level at the average level. So
Yeah. So what we can test tonight is can higher stamina but low pitcher counts work with my strategy?
yeah.
Because unfortunately, when you pick the pitchers at the average level, it's hard to get the low stamina.
Well, because there's some people who play low ball who want like higher stamina starters to keep the good
Right.
bullpen out of the
Yes.
game. So
Yes. So I mean that might work too. Right.
all right, another starting pitcher. Average level.
Give me a 45 stamina guy.
No, 60 and above.
Yeah. But I mean, these profiles are good low ball profiles, mostly. Well, when you see red, you got to take red. Noah Burgess.
All right, be very careful when pronouncing this fourth pitcher's name. That last name.
Yeah. I should have picked him just so you'd have to say
this
his name.
name. Be very careful pronouncing this name, everybody. I'm gonna screenshot this guy too.
He would make the all name team.
Yeah. All right, Right. I mean, these are kind of cookie cutter, bench level, average level pitchers.
Yeah.
Not especially good, not especially bad.
Mm-hmm.
And again, with the weaker lineup, maybe that'll be bad enough. All right, I think, is that 3 or 4? 1, 2, that's 4.
Yeah.
So one more. One more starting pitcher.
Only one more bullet to dodge. The RNG gods can't hurt me anymore. Well, they can, but
Yeah, don't jinx yourself.
all right.
All right, average level, average age. Last starting pitcher.
All 70 and above stamina. Oh, yeah. Well, there is a guy here that fits my profile that I'm trying to do,
Yeah.
and it's Jonathan Bernal.
Yeah. Tana is the nickname. All right. I mean, the starting pitchers could have been better, could have been worse.
Right. Yeah. I'll be interested to see if I can get position players pitching, even with the starters having higher stamina.
Yeah. I mean, you only have 6 relief pitchers, so.
Right, exactly. And they are low stamina, so.
We're going down to the bench level. The first baseman, and then 2 left fielders and 2 right fielders. I'm looking forward to these batters.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get this first baseman.
This is where the fun begins.
Yeah. All right, bench level first baseman. Ooh, nice. This is a good low ball batch. Wow.
This is a good low ball
Yeah.
batch, and I know who I'm picking. I don't have to look that close, but it's Joe Matula.
Yeah, I thought this is an instant pick right here. Lowest power, lowest BABIP.
Yeah.
Just a new, and who cares about the 50 defense? It's first base, right? So.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like Joe Matula a lot for low ball.
Mm-hmm.
And he's first base only.
Nice.
And have you had any other players with first base? I don't know that I've seen one.
I don't think so yet. I'll have to dodge them with the outfielders because they're the ones
that's
that
true. That's true.
Base,
but there are also other bench level outfielders, so
Yeah.
maybe it doesn't matter if you dodge them at that point.
Right.
Yeah. So this is a good first baseman for low ball, I think.
Yes.
All right. Then you have 2 left fielders up next.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well. Okay. The answer is Drew Cleary.
Yeah, I would have grabbed him right away too.
Yeah. They shouldn't have first base because their infield ratings are not good.
Don't jinx it. Oh, you jinxed it.
He's actually a better first baseman than he is anything else.
Is, yeah.
Damn it.
He's a better hitter than your other first baseman too. So let's keep an eye on what Drew Cleary gets assigned to.
Yes, I did jinx it. Hopefully he's the starting left fielder.
Yeah, that's true. If your other left fielder is bad enough, maybe that guy will have to play left field.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there is a pretty nice low ball pick here.
It's Carlos Cortez.
Yeah, I think this guy's bad enough that the other guy might have to play left.
Right, unless this guy can play first too, but I don't care if he does because he's worse than my first baseman. So
he does play first base, which might be working in your favor this time. This bat is terrible. That's a scrub level bat at bench level, so that's a low ball steal right there.
Yeah. I hope he starts at first.
All right, next we have 2 right fielders coming up next. All right.
Okay. Well, I see a guy with 45 power, 45 contact, mostly against lefties at least. So it's Joe Williams.
Joe
I
Williams.
think. Well,
Okay.
hang
Yep.
on a second. Hang on a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. It's not Joe Williams. It's John Parker.
Yeah. I think John Parker's a little bit worse.
Yeah, it's John Parker. That 45 BABIP makes a difference.
No first base from this guy. All right, and then one more right fielder finishes at the bench level.
Yes. I do think my perfect season of awards is in jeopardy because I have some good hitters.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay. This is a right fielder. It's Matt Craig.
Matt Gregg, pretty flat bat, terrible arm in right field.
Terrible arm, terrible defense. Yeah. He's got a little bit of BABIP.
Yeah, he's even worse in left. He's a 25. He can play up to a 45, but he's gonna be starting as a 25. So he'll be stuck in right field, I think, with a terrible arm. So I think good pick here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that arm's hopefully that arm helps. It hurts. However you look at it.
Is everyone
Now,
labeled?
yeah.
Yep. All right, we're going down to the scrub level.
The fun center fielders and
Two
shortstops.
and two center fielders.
Yes.
The icing on the low ball cake. All right, here we go. Starting with two shortstops.
Mm-hmm. The fun.
Oh man, these bats. These bats.
Well, it's L.A. Drulia? Second guy.
Is it Dr. Dio?
Dr. Dio, yeah.
Is it Eli Dr. Dio?
Eli Dr. Dio, yes. It's Eli Dr. Dio.
His last name vowels are with his bat. They're just missing. 35 defense, 25 power, 25 BABIP. This might be the best low ball shortstop we've seen in OOTP27.
Yes. The only thing he's got going for him is he won't strike out.
I think the problem is with his defense and power and his batting being so bad, I don't think he's going to start.
Yeah, the other shortstop will probably be better.
Yeah.
It was fun to pick him.
It was fun to pick him. Scrub. This guy's amazing.
Yeah. Dr. Dio, Eli Dr. Dio. Now, the trick is, can I pick a worse shortstop than him in the next round?
Shortstop, average age, scrub level, 5 of these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think no matter what, you're going to end up with a better shortstop than Dr. Dio.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But the good thing is, whatever piece of junk you pick up here is going to start.
Right. Well, this is a bit of a tough call, but not that tough of a call, honestly. I think I'm going with Paul Romero.
Paul Romero, okay.
He's got slightly better defense, but the other guy has 15 more power.
Yeah, he's going to be starting anyway, so you might as well get the worst bat, which is Romero.
Right.
couple pretty good low ball shortstop. One amazing low ball shortstop. Romero, I think, more of a typical low ball
Yeah.
shortstop. Oh wait, I put him
Yeah.
on the Red Sox by mistake. Hold on.
You can leave him on the Red Sox, then my other shortstop can start.
Let me go check the Red Sox roster and make sure they still have 26 players.
Yeah.
Okay, good. They still have 26 players, so that didn't hurt anything.
Yeah, he probably went straight to the reserves.
That's true. That's true. That's probably why it's not a problem when I do that in low ball because they're so bad.
Right.
They don't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes
They
sense.
just go straight to the reserves. Yeah,
That
they
makes
just
a
go
lot of
straight to
sense.
Yeah.
All right, 2 center fielders now. Last 2 players of the game here.
Yeah. Get us an Ezra Denny special. Well, okay. It is Vicente Mendez.
Yeah. How do you have 40 Avoid K and 30 Babbitt? That's amazing.
Right?
All the other guys had like 55, 60, 65 Avoid K. This guy, nope. Nope.
Yeah.
25
40,
power
30,
and 40 Avoid K is like the worst combination I've seen.
and 30 defense.
Yeah, and 30 defense. I
The only
mean,
thing he can do is run kind of well.
yeah. 40 Avoid K. I mean, usually the Avoid K goes down when the power goes up. This guy's got terrible power in Avoid K. Amazing.
He does have okay eye. I'll
Wow.
give him that. He's got okay eye. Yeah.
Again, another guy I wish we could see start because he's so bad.
Right.
All right. Another center fielder. All right, here we go. Last player of the night.
Yeah. Let's go for an amazing finale.
Oh, I take it back. There's a worse Avoid K power combination here.
I was going to use my reroll, but no, I'm taking Micah Brady.
Yeah, and I think he might start with this because his eye is good. I want to see what 35 Avoid K 25 power ends up doing. This, no matter what, you're gonna have an amazing center fielder. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good old Micah Brady.
This guy was worth taking the reroll into the locker room with you. I think
Yes.
this guy is too good to pass up.
Right. I know I wouldn't have gotten a better pick if I rerolled.
Yeah, this guy's amazing.
He's kind of like a unicorn.
I mean, you got 2 amazing low ball center fielders back to back.
Right, yes.
Brady and Vincent. I mean, let's look at these guys. Let's compare them.
Yeah.
He made his 40 Avoid K look. He made his 40 Avoid K look good. Plus 5 Avoid K. I mean, it looks like based on this, Brady's probably going to start with the 35 Avoid K 25 power because he's got the BABIP and eye advantage.
Yeah.
And who's the better fielder?
I think they're about the same. I think they're both 35 defenders. Well, no. I mean, Mendez is worse. I mean, he's got all kinds of error. Well, that's infield. Sorry, no, that's
Yeah,
no.
looking here.
Brady's
so
probably the
Brady's
worst
got
defender.
the arm, but yeah, Mendez has everything else. So
yeah, Brady's the worst defender. Yeah. So I hope that Brady.
Yeah, his overall defense is higher, but I mean, I'd rather have Mendez in center field. If it was right field, I'd rather have Brady, but center field, I think I'd rather have Mendez.
Yeah, I'd rather have range and error going against you.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Looks
I hope
pretty good.
I hope that Brady starts. Yeah.
Do you want to do pitching staff, lineups, or strategy?
I want to see the batting lineups. I'm curious to see where they slot my guys. Honestly.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, you have a good level catcher on the bench. And
Brady
let's
did
see.
start.
It is starting Brady in center field. Who's your DH? Steinhardt.
An
Oh, your
average
average
level.
third baseman. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So your good
Yeah.
third baseman is at third, and your average third baseman is DHing.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad because he's got 40 power. Your DH has 40 power, so that's
Right.
not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nether Warden. That's something we've talked about doing. Also, I wanted to make a league of all the teams, but I still need to talk to AZ Axel about how to do that. How to export the teams from the quick starts into one league.
I will say this: if my backups have to come in, we're screwed. I'll be happy, but if the backups have to come in, they're in trouble.
Yeah. From a low ball perspective, it'd be great, but
Yeah, right. It would be an exercise in futility.
and
Let's
yeah,
see.
you managed to also get almost no stealing ability.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm. Yeah, right.
All right. So you want to do strategy or pitching next?
Let's go strategy.
Yeah.
I want something with a fast hook on the starting pitchers.
A faster hook. Okay, we're usually looking for the slower hook, which is tactician. So
Yeah.
let's take a look. Traditional. Oh, this is just pretty flat. So the hook is right in the middle.
Yeah.
Balanced should also be in the middle. It is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's go to small ball.
Okay.
Small ball has a slow hook, slightly slow hook.
Okay.
Sabermetric is back in the middle.
Okay.
And tactician. Yeah, so your best bet is in the middle. So traditional, balanced, and sabermetric.
Mm. I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something really off the wall here. The problem is, well, no, I'm not going to. Never mind. That would just poison the run. I was tempted to do unorthodox, but
Max did that one time.
that's just pure random. So I wouldn't be able to prove what my strategy is doing or not.
Right.
Let's go balanced.
Okay. And then let's go to pitching staff.
Yeah, random is fun, but I already have enough chaos with my runs.
All right, let's All right, so Burgess is your number 1 and Tanner is your number 5. This is Tanner.
I want Tanner starting.
Okay, so you want strict?
Strict, yeah, because Tanner's my worst starter.
Interestingly, as your star level pitcher is your closer, and then the 2 legends are the setups.
So, yeah. That is interesting.
All right, I think we're set. I think that's
it.
Yeah. All right, well, thank you again for the Tier 3 sub. For those of you who might not know, we had to create rewards for Tier 2 and Tier 3 after Flying WV did a Tier 3 sub. So Tier 2 now you get one free community game per month, and Tier 3 you get 2 free community games a month. So thank you for the ongoing support of the channel. I always appreciate it. And thanks for being on the voice chat with us tonight.
Yes, I'll see you on the other side.
All right, that was Flying WV doing the player creation in the voice chat. Always fun having our player in the voice chat. All right, let's see. Let me save this as a quick start before we go on break. And I am going to do a 3-minute ad break so that it's your 3-minute warning to complete the pack giveaway. It also makes sure it gives us at least an hour of uninterrupted time to do the sim. Okay. Save that as a quick start. Let me see where we are relative to the next ad break. I think we had one pretty recently, but I think it's been enough time where it'll let us fire 3 minutes. So if this works, I'll put up the BRB screen. You'll have 3 minutes to maybe a little longer, depending on how long it takes to refill my water and stuff. And then when we come back, we'll close the form, check out the guesses. We'll see what the predictions are from the computer. And then we'll start the sim. So good luck, everybody. The pack giveaway form is pinned to the chat if you came in late. Or we are back from the ad break. So we've got a lot of entries come in. Thank you for participating, everybody. All right, so yeah, we've got Nerd of Anarchy had the first entry before the roster was created. Everyone else came in almost an hour later. So, you know, we got to give extra credit to Nerd of Anarchy if he does well when he submits that early. All right, is anyone else going to submit the form? Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and close the form and we'll take a look at the guesses. Just let me know in chat. Just let me know that you're about to submit or working on it, and I'll be happy to leave it open. Otherwise, I'm going to close it so we can take a look at the guesses. All right, I'm not seeing anyone in chat asking to leave it open, so... All right, here we go. I'm going to close the form. And let's take a look at these guesses. All right, so first question is, will this team have the worst record in the majors? Out of the 6 of you who participate, only one thinks this will be the worst in the majors. And I think it's because the Rockies are looming in the National League. So, reasonable guesses. Will they be the worst in the AL? Most of you think so. Everyone thinks this team will finish last in the AL East. No one thinks they'll make the playoffs. No one thinks they'll win the division. All right. Let's go take a look at the preseason predictions. Got to go to opening day for that. All right, let's do MLB reports and info, preseason predictions. 66 and 96 is the current prediction. What is the leaderboard? Is it 54? I think it's 54. It is 54. Yeah, so this is 12 above. 12 above. So let's see what the Rockies are predicted to do. Oh, you know, the Rockies are predicted 63. The Nationals predicted at 56. The Nationals trying to take a shot at the leaderboard here. Wow. Amazing. Okay, let's see. Orioles. 696 runs scored. 259 average. Look, the home run suppression is great. So that's, I think, really driving the low runs here. It is the lowest runs in the American League. But to give you a sense, the lowest runs on the leaderboard is 635. So this is, you know, that's not that far off. I think the ERA is a little too low. It's 4.81. It's actually lower than the projected ERA for the Athletics and the Angels. So again, this is a balancing act, right? Is the lineup weak enough to offset the better pitching at the average level? All right, well, let's screenshot this. Hopefully there's no one in the top pitchers or hitters. Yeah, there's no one in the top hitters or pitchers. Nervy says, if I could have changed my form, I would have said this team will win the Super Bowl. All right, let's go back to the standings and let's oh, you got to go to our opening day. I forgot. This is the Tokyo series, so you got to go to our opening day, which is the 27th. All right, the Cubs actually swept the Tokyo series. They swept the Dodgers. Now we'll go to the scores here. We're going to hide scores here, and we'll watch opening day. It is Noah Burgess against Kevin Gausman. I'm a little disappointed in the high predictions here. All right, we've got top of the first. Flying W's team's got a runner on second with 1 out and 0-1 count. Let's try to strand that runner. Fly ball to center. Oh no, the center fielder's just nonchalantly rowing after it. That run's going to score. Let's hold him to a double. Okay. It's a 1-run double. Top of the third. Runner on third with 2 outs and a 2-1 count. Can we strand this guy at third? Line drive. No, we cannot strand him at third, as that one smashed off the wall in left field. And it's going to be another double. Another 1-run double. As we go to the bottom of the third, down by 2. Toronto needs to kind of pick up their act here. Bronson Johnson, thank you for the stretches. Let's do this at bat, and then I'll go ahead and deliver those to Crouton. There's a fly ball to right center field. The center fielder's after it, but it is gone. So the lead is cut in half, and we will celebrate with Crouton stretch from Bronson Johnson. There you go, buddy. Little stretches for you from Bronson Johnson. The other team hit a home run against the low ball team. All right, lead is cut in half. Top of the fourth. Too many Orioles highlights here. Runner on second with 2 outs and a 1-0 count. Line drive through the infield, in the left field. The runner's going. The throw home is not going to be in time. The trail runner, though, is held at first. So it is 3-1, bottom of the fourth, Toronto, with a runner on first with 1 out and a 1-1 count. A little dribbler in front of the plate, and the catcher drops it. That will be an E2, error on the catcher. And that will be 1 out with Ernie Clement coming to bat. Fly ball to left field. And it's going to stay in the park. And that'll be 2 outs and a 2-2 count to Nathan Lucas. He grounds it to the pitcher. The throw to first is in time, and Toronto strands 2. Bottom of the fifth, Miles Straw, down by 2, 0-2 count. Ground ball to short. Oh, the shortstop boots it. Good job, Croft. What's his fielding rating? He's a 50. Not too bad. All right, Jimenez comes to bat. Goes down swinging. We go to 2 outs. Straw's now at second base. And a 1-0 count to Addison Barger. He bloops on the right field. That's going to drop in, and with 2 outs, the runner's going, so he should score. They held him at third? What the heck? There were 2 outs. He should have been going on contact. Ah, man. I call BS on that. All right, George Springer up. 2 outs and a 1-2 count. And he pops one up into foul territory. And again, Toronto strands 2 runners. Top of the 7th. Up by 2. We don't want insurance runs, but we got an insurance run. 363-foot home run. Okay, this is going the wrong direction. Bases loaded, up by 5. Top of the 9th. 1 out, 1-0 count. And Garcia lines one into the gap. It's going to be extra bases. The score is supposed to be the other way in low ball. 9-1, bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Miles Straw. Line drive into right field, and that's going to end the game. Not the way you want to start a low ball season, winning 9-1. Burgess. Burgess goes 7 innings. A 5-hit ball, no walks, 5 strikeouts, a 1.29 ERA to start the season, and a .71 WHIP. Yeah, that's true. At least there were some errors made. 2 errors made. All right, let's man, what a game. All right, let's sim the month of March. Okay, look, this is a 1-4 start though. Let's not assume the preseason prediction is written in stone here. Good evening, Dan of Asleep. I think you gave us a follow last night. Welcome back. All right, 1-4, not bad. Good start for low ball. Let's do the month of April now. So, Dan of Asleep, this might look backwards, but we're going to be rooting for Flying W to have a bad season because he's playing low ball creator roster tonight, where we try to build the worst team possible. 1-4 is promising, but now we're at 14-16, almost 500 ball. And this season, you did have a chance to catch the Rockies. They're 10-20, 333. The Angels 9-20, along with the Marlins 9-22. The Marlins actually with the lowest win percentage in the majors right now, 290. Burgess leading the league in wins with 5. He's 5-1 with a 2.38 ERA. Holy cow! All right, let's do the month of June. What resolution? Whatever the default is. I have not messed with the resolution at all. 26-31. We did drop below 500 again, but 26 wins is actually it's only 4 wins ahead of the Angels, and 3 wins ahead of the Guardians. But you're already 7 wins ahead of the Rockies. Man, the Rockies just amazing low ball team. Okay, you are off the leaderboard in terms of wins at least. That's good. That's in the month of June. All right, that win percentage is finally starting to drop. 5-game home run streak by Parker, bench level player. Holy cow. What is going on with Parker? Parker, 5 home runs in 5 games. He has 9 total, so that was unexpected. He's a 40 power guy too, so I think that's just some wild RNG going on. All right, 36 is look only 2 wins ahead of the Guardians and the Angels. They still got a really good shot at worst record in the AL. And you know what? Only 7 wins ahead of the Rockies. It is still June 30th. Unfortunately, for the leaderboard though, I think things are going to be pretty tough here because 434 times 162, that's a 70 win pace. All right, let's sim the end of June because we're interrupted by the owner. All right, so we did win again, 37-47. Let's sim to the All-Star break. $44-50. We're now 6 wins ahead of the Angels and 10 wins ahead of the Rockies. And actually 9 wins ahead of the Marlins. The Marlins giving the Rockies a run for their money for worst record in the majors. All right, one more day to the All-Star game, All-Star break. Unfortunately, it's another win. Let's take a look at the All-Star voting. Again, this is low balls. We're trying to avoid all-star bursts if we can. All right, we've got Travis Banks second in voting at second base. 3.8 million votes. Look, that's not bad. He's the only player in the top 3 voting in any position. So, unfortunately, you have 2 relief pitchers in the top 5 in voting. Let's see how they're doing. Man, Noah Burgess is 12-7. Bruce Tanner and Justin York 3-11 and 3-9. Look, for average level pitchers, you got some really nice low ball ERAs. 5.65, 7.88, 6.27. It's just that Burgess has been a stud. What does Burgess's profile look like? You know, you wouldn't expect it. It's a below average flat profile. I would have expected like maybe he wouldn't hurt you and would be like a 4 or 5 ERA, but the sub 3 is very surprising. He does have 2 average pitches, but no plus pitches and 2 minus pitches. But yeah, I don't know where this is coming from. It's baffling, especially that 5-1 start. He has come down to earth a bit since then, but he's still 12-5. Or 12-7. Sorry, 12-7. All right, let's go see who was actually selected for the All-Star game. So Garcia at catcher and then Banks at second base, both selected. They did not select any of the relief pitchers, which is a bit surprising. So 2 All-Stars. So already eliminates the chance for Finder to get the perfect award cycle with the 2 All-Stars. Yeah, Burgess's projections are wild. But look, this is what happens when you try different things. And so I'm never going to fault Finder V for trying different things. And you know what? He still has a shot at worst record in the AL. So we got to keep our hopes up or down, however you want to look at it, for low ball. All right, home run challenge. All right, at least we don't have one in the home run challenge. That would be bad. Caminero, Judge, Manzardo, and Montgomery all advance. Judge and Manzardo in the final. And Judge wins it again. And let's go to the All-Star game itself, and we'll quick play it. The AL does win 5-4. 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Steals it for them. Let's see how... Oh, look at that. That win probability graph. Banks went 0 for 1. Garcia went 0 for 1, but had a run scored with a walk. So, decent showing. All right, let's finish the month of July. This is 4-72 win percentage, 51-57. Only 2 wins ahead of the Guardians, but now 10 wins ahead of the Angels. Only 11 wins ahead of the Rockies, but 13 wins ahead of the Marlins. The Marlins looking to take over the lowball title from the Rockies. All right, let's do the month of August. That's too bad, too, because this is the sim. This would have been the sim to take on the Rockies. The Rockies are already at 52 wins. Actually, 58 wins for Flying WV. The problem is, it's not the Rockies you're running against now. It's the Nationals and the Angels with 48 and 49 wins. All right, let's go week by week here. Let's see how the rest of the league plays out. All right, Flying W staying with 15 wins. A 12-game losing streak. Keeping him competitive. 53 wins now for the Angels, 50 wins for the Nationals, and 55 wins for the Rockies. 12-game losing streak is amazing. All right, let's do another week here. Oh, I jinxed it. You just won like 3 in a row. 3 and 7 in the last 10. You did lose 2 more. 61 wins. Only 3 wins ahead of the Angels, but we're running out of days. 8 games ahead of the Nationals and 5 games ahead of the Rockies. All right, let's do another week. $65 wins, 6 games ahead of the Angels, 6 games ahead of the Rockies, and 9 games ahead of the. I think the Nationals are going to unseat the Rockies as the lowball champs here. Let's sim to the end of the regular season. All right, right now, very nice win total of 69 for the lowball team. Let's try to avoid a 70-win season here. 61 wins for the Angels, 60 wins for the Nationals. That's a bummer because this would have been the year. This would have been the sim to take the lowest record in the majors because the Rockies finished with 59 and the Nationals finished with 60. Our 2 lowest win totals, 54 and 57, both would have been worse than the majors this sim. All right, let's do the last day here and hope that finally we can stay below 70. It is a loss, so we do finish with a very nice win total of 69 wins. Do we have a game 163 somewhere, or are we done with the season? Looks like we're done with the season. We didn't get achievements because we're playing low ball. So 69 wins. Not the highest win total. The highest win total in low ball this cycle so far is Nerd of Anarchy with 72. Yeah, so unanimously, if you can play anything from pitch by pitch to iSim an entire season in like an hour or so. I intentionally, when we do these community games, I intentionally don't want the teams to be affected very much. So we let the AI control all the decisions out of fairness because we have lots of people competing for these leaderboard positions. But when if you ever watch Ezra Denny, he's off this week because of some IRL stuff, but he usually streams right before me. Give him a follow. Ezra plays pitch by pitch. And so he's making decisions in game that affect every at bat and every pitch. And then between games, he's making roster decisions, cutting and signing players, trading players, and things like that. And so that's part of the fun of this game is you can play it so many different ways. You can be like nitty gritty in the details, and you can play like what I do, which is like a season in an hour or two. And I intentionally turn off a bunch of things in the game to limit the way the players change, because I want the players that are created during our session to kind of remain the way they are throughout the season. And so I actually limit the changes, and other people will maximize those changes. Yeah, so we've had people sim stuff like, what if Ted Williams never took time off to go serve in the military? You're building a management game yourself. Okay, yeah. I think the beauty of this game is that you can control so many different things. And in fact, not only can you've probably seen us use editor to edit the players, you can also edit most of the rules. So things like, turning the DH on or off, changing the number of games in the season, changing whether there's interleague play. There's a bunch of stuff you can change. All right, let's go to the postseason here. We need the postseason awards for the pack giveaway. Oh yeah, there's a fun random historical draft version where whatever year you start in, each year's draft pulls from the entire history of Major League Baseball. So you can have like you'll be playing like let's say if you start with the '86 Mets in the '87 draft, you might have like Babe Ruth in the draft pool, or Willie Mays might be in the draft pool. It's kind of fun. All right, we're gonna sim these round by round. All right, the Reds beat the Dodgers, so they'll be facing the Cubs. Cubs again sim incredibly well in OOTP27 and the 2025 season. The Phillies beat the Brewers, they'll face the Padres. The Royals beat the Rays, they'll face the Yankees, and the Red Sox swept the Astros, they'll face the Rangers. Yeah, and even this, like, since we're not in the playoffs, we're just going to go round by round. But a lot of times, I will go to the score screen and we'll quick play them to see what happens here. But also, and then you have Ezra doing the complete opposite, which is every single pitch of the postseason that you would see. All right, Secret is predicting Rangers Cubs World Series. Well, the Cubs are already out. They got beat by the Reds. And the Rangers are out. They got beat by the Red Sox. Wow, Z Grizzly with the cursed predictions. The Padres sweep the Phillies, and the Yankees sweep the Royals. The Padres beat the Reds, and the Red Sox beat the Yankees 4-1. So it'll be Red Sox Padres in the World Series. Padres win it 4-2. All right, finally, your game score was 221. I'll add that to the leaderboard. It is not the highest game score we've had. One thing we should look at is let's look at the win percentage by month. All right. Yeah, that really good 1-4 in March, and then 520 in April, 444 in May, 407 in June, 583 in July. You had this great August, 241 in August. Yeah, we can check to see if any position players pitched. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, had one position player pitch, one out, 1/3 of an inning. So the bullpen was not worn out at all. It looks like. Yeah, I think it's tough with the high stamina, and then also, as predicted, your second baseman and catcher, both second basemen ended up playing. Right, Banks was playing at second, Croft was playing at shortstop. So neither of your great low ball shortstops ended up playing because Croft played short. And even though he's a 35 shortstop, the bat was, too good. Which is too bad because Dr. Dio hit 133. And then where's your other shortstop? Oh, was it Romero? I think it was Romero. He ended up hitting 194. So, and then Mendez hit 182, small sample size, and Brady hit 194. So your scrub level players were great low ball players, but your two second basemen both ended up playing. I think that really hurt your lineup from a low ball perspective. Yeah, I think we can go now to the mailbox for postseason awards. Oh yeah, wait, sorry, we were looking at the. So I wonder what happened here in August. That the 241 is great. I wonder if that's just peak fatigue for your bullpen. Because that's 29 games in the month. That's a lot of games. That's more than any other month. Let's look at your August schedule. I bet there's like almost no days off here. Yeah, like you lost 6 in a row here, had a day off, and then lost 2 more in a row against the Athletics. So you have some long stretches where your bullpen could maybe get worn down. Yeah, I think maybe going 13 pitchers, but still doing the fatigue and then taking those bats lower. I think those 2 second basemen at good level were pretty rough. Because if you look at their WAR, it's a combined 8.8 WAR. That's a lot. Definitely a lot. The other thing I was going to do is I was going to populate some of the leaderboard stuff here. So 23 games behind. Yeah, definitely a good attempt. I think it was definitely worth the try. And you did have one of the lowest runs scored. I think it was the 3rd fewest runs scored. So the lineup part worked out. But the runs allowed, 813. That's actually the fewest runs allowed of all the runs we've had so far. So you nerfed the bats, but you didn't nerf the... you actually buffed the pitching. So I think maybe... It was, so it's actually... It wasn't even so much that... It wasn't even that the bats were too good. The runs scored were really low. It's that the pitching was too good. I think the average pitchers might be too good. But then you get into a problem if you start nerfing those pitchers, then you start boosting the lineup. So I think it's just finding the sweet spot, like the right balance between the two. I still think you're onto something here, but while we're doing this, let's go ahead and also get the mouse hover results. Yeah, look at the offense. 30th, 21st, and 27th. That's pretty nicely nerfed offense. And then the defense, 22nd, 6th, and 17th. Yeah, it's definitely a balancing act. But I think going 13 pitchers, you're already taking 2 good bats off the table, which I think will be a big help. All right, let's go to the postseason awards here. No Great Glove awards, so that's good. You're a little worried about the taking on some defense here, but no Great Glove awards. Relief pitcher of the year. Let's see. Yeah, Kosabuki, 28 saves, 1.46 ERA. He might actually win the award. We haven't had anyone win the award yet. He might be the first one to win it. And he's a star level pitcher too. I would not. I mean, there's no way I think you could have expected that from this profile. There's no way we could have seen this coming. We've had much better looking profiles not pitch nearly as well as this. So, I don't know what happened there, but let's see. Let's see what happens when we go to Relief Pitcher of the Year. Yep, Kosabuki takes it. In fact, he won it unanimously over Sean Armstrong. Because Armstrong had a 2.44 ERA and 36 save. Kosabuki had 28 saves and a 1.46. So the first Relief Pitcher of the Year win It's happened before in other cycles, but the first of OTP27. All right, Silver Sluggers. No Silver Sluggers, so got away with 0 there. No Rookie of the Year candidates. Let's check the Cy Young Award. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, Burgess could potentially get some votes at 15 and 12 in a 4.3 array, but I think if anything, Kosabuki might get some Cy Young votes. Nope, it's all starters, so Kosabuki did not get any votes. Which is weird because we've had relief pitchers finish like 7th in relief pitcher of the year voting and then get Cy Young votes, which is really weird. And there no other relievers got Cy Young votes, so I think there's a bit of a bug there for created pitchers, but no Cy Young votes, so that's good. And then, without any Silver Sluggers, I doubt we'll get any MVP votes. Banks at second base, 22 home runs, 319 average, 6 WAR. I doubt that's enough for any votes, but we'll see. Oh, yeah, Banks did get 20 points of MVP votes. So, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th in MVP voting. All right. We were worst in the division. And not worse than the league. The Angels had 61 wins for the worst in the league. Okay, I think we have enough to do the pack giveaway, so let's go ahead and set that up. All right, here we go. Here are the guesses for tonight. Good luck, everybody. Again, there are 6 of you. All right, will this team have the worst record in the majors? They did not. So we lose Z Grizzly. Will they have the worst record in the sub-league? They did not. So Chef KD3 is the only one who got that right and wins first place. 7 packs your way. And then Nerd, Netherwarden, Reb Jr., and Farmarty will all get 3 bonus points for the second place packs. Let's see. If it had come down to win total, win total was 69. You know what? Chef KD3 and Netherwarden would have been tied. So, Chef KD3, good guesses. Good guesses. All right, let's go to the second place competition. Everyone's back in for second place. Chef KD3, we will not be evaluating their guesses since they've already won. All right, games behind. 23 games behind. Not close, but closest is Reb Jr. Solo point there. All-Stars. There were 2 All-Stars this time. Chef KD would have gotten a solo point there, but since no one else gets 2. Oh, it's Boo Reb Jr. Wait, is that Flying WV? So everyone gets a point because no one else gets two. That's funny, Flying WB. I thought it was Rev Jr. It's Boo Rev Jr. It's Flying WB. Alright, Gold Glove winners. There were no Gold Glove winners. So, Nerd, Z Grizzly, Boo Rev Jr., and Formarty each get points there. Platinum Sick Awards. There were no Platinum Sick Awards. Everyone gets that correctly, except for Chef KD, but Chef KD has already won first place. All right, the mouse hover questions. Run scored, 30th. Formarty gets a solo point there. Batting average, 21st. Boo Rev Jr. gets a solo point. Home runs hit, 27th. Z Grizzly and Netherwarden closest with 28. And no one gets 26 for one under. Worst ERA, 22nd. Oh, sorry, ERA ranking, 22nd. Netherwarden and Boo Rev Jr. Not close, but closest with a guess of 28th. Strikeouts thrown, 6th. Not close, but closest is Z Grizzly with 25th. And then defensive efficiency was 17th. Nerd of Anarchy gets that one exactly right. Nice. All right, headed into the batting questions. We've got Nerd of Anarchy with 4 points plus 3 bonuses, 7. Z Grizzly, no bonus points, but coming in strong with 5. Netherwarden, 4 plus 3 bonus points is 7. Boo Rev Jr., 6 plus 3 bonus points is 9. And Formarty, 4 plus 3 bonus points is 7. So everyone's still in it, including Z Grizzly, who did not have the benefit of the 3 bonus points. Hey, Flash, thank you for the best streamer for Insomnia vote. If you're heading out, have a good holiday weekend yourself. All right, we now go to the batting questions. Home runs hit by the team leader in home runs. That would be 28 by John Croft, second baseman who was playing shortstop. 28. So 4 away is Boo Rev Jr. Yeah, the closest. Netherwarden and Chef Kitty both guessing exactly 11 is wild. Strikeouts by batter strikeouts. Okay, Micah Brady, who hit 194 in center field, also struck out 175 times. 175. I think the meme guess of 169 might take it. It's only 6 away. Yeah, the meme guess takes it. All right, lowest batting average. With at least 300 plate appearances, Micah Brady, 194. Nervanity, very close with a 198 guess. Lowest OPS. Also Micah Brady, 562. .560 by Z Grizzly, incredibly close guess. Nicely done. All right, and then batter war. Lowest batter war, negative 1.4. Two players with negative 1.4. Cleary and Parker. Corner outfielders. Nether Warden with a negative 1.5. Very close. Very close. Alright, so after the batting questions, Native American moves up to 8. Z Grizzly moves up to 6. Nether Warden moves up to 8. Boo Rev Jr. moves up to 11. And Formarty stays at 7. So, the lead has been extended, but we have 5 questions remaining. So, still, several people can still win this. Alright, most strikeouts thrown by a pitcher on this team. Again, let's take a look at this pitching staff. Everyone, including the bullpen, except for one dude, had triple-digit strikeouts. And we had 2 guys in the bullpen throw over 100 innings. So definitely a lot of distorted stats in the lowball team here. All right, most strikeouts thrown. It was by a starter, 165 by Burgess. And again, the meme guess pays off for Boo Rev Jr. 169 is the closest. The meme guesses are on fire tonight. All right, most home runs allowed by a pitcher. Again, the innings become limited by their performance, so Bruce Tanner gave up 33 home runs to lead the team. 33. Nether Warden is closest with 34. The batter war, I think, was negative 1.4. All right, let's go to ERA. Highest ERA with at least 100 innings pitched. Bruce Tanner. You know, for an average level pitcher, 7.15 is a good low ball ERA. 7.15. For Marty, it's going to be the closest there with a 7.21. One thing to remember, Boo Rev Jr. is not taking packs because Flying W is not playing Perfect Team. So it is going to go to the next person after that. Keep that in mind. It is actually going to be third place that's going to get the second place packs. Okay, whip. Highest whip with at least 100. It is also Bruce Tanner. 2.00 exactly. So 2.12 is going to be the closest there. Just outguessing Z Grizzly. And then finally, lowest pitcher WAR, negative 1.8 by Bruce Tanner. Bruce Tanner, the only negative WAR pitcher. And Farmarti's going to take that one. Alright, so let's see. Nerd of Anarchy stays at 8. Z Grizzly stays at 6. Nether Warden picks one up to go to 9. Boo Rev Jr. picks up 2 more to go to 13. And then Formarty picks up 2 more to go to 9. So, Boo Rev Jr. finishes in second place, but is not taking packs. So, Boo Rev Jr. finishes in second place, but the 9 points are Nether Warden and Formarty, but the final tiebreak is whoever got the more recent question right, which is Formarty, who got the final question right. So Formarty is going to get those 3 packs. So Nether Warden very close, great performance, but Formarty got actually 2 of the last 3 right. So really got a lock on that final tiebreak. Yeah, no, thank you, Finder V. I think, again, with a little more tinkering, I think you give it right back down to those 50s. But we got Rev Jr. coming up tomorrow night, too, so we'll see what he brings to the table. Alright, let's go ahead and raid into some Midnight Sumo so we can catch as much of the final day as possible here. Yeah, Nerdic, aren't you going on Sunday? And then this is we find Z Grizzly's gonna be playing Dead Ball Creator Roster on Monday, which we haven't played in a while, so I'm looking forward to that. And just a reminder, the average level in Dead Ball is modern profiles. So for all the other ones, we turn on the arrow modifiers for created players, and for average level, we turn it off so we can get a little bit of power onto the teams. Yeah, if you're in first place, you get the 7 packs, but then you don't get your guesses scored. That is true. I know a lot of you like to get your guesses scored, so. All right. Well, thanks again to Find Me for a fun run there. And we'll see what Nerd of Anarchy can do in low ball, and I'm glad Z Grizzly is bringing back dead ball. I think that'll be fun. Yeah, if Find W takes first, well, actually, if Find W takes first, I feel like it raises the stakes for the second round part, the second place part, because then it's for first and second. So it adds a little more juice, I think, to the tie breaks. So I kind of like it when Find WB takes first place. It makes it a little more exciting. Z Grizzly's favorites are Dead Ball and normal creator roster. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you're inspired by what EVC did to try to take another run at regular creator roster too. All right, let's go ahead and raid Midnight Sumo. It is the last night of this Grand Sumo tournament. I think it's in Tokyo. There are 5 of these each year. They go for 15 days, and it's the best record across the 15 days takes the overall prize. And since it's the last night, what you'll see after the final matches is the overall winner comes out to the to where they compete and receives prize after prize, and some of them are pretty fun. So I think it's worth watching the prize parade at the end of the tournament. So if you're able to stick around, I highly encourage you to watch that. It's a good time. So you really sent your roster for the creator roster of seeing his. Well, you can always send a new one if you want. I'll just revert to your latest one. But you're playing Dead Ball on Monday, right? Or did you want to switch it to regular? So are we doing regular creator roster on Monday? I'll catch up with you on Discord. We'll figure. You may have told me that, and I might have just forgotten. So I'll check the Discord too. Oh, for the one after in June. Okay, I'll get caught up on all that stuff. But enjoy some Midnight Sumo, everybody.